Welcome back. Corey Signer joining us from the Fisherman's Market today. Great to have you back on the show, Corey.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. First of all, how was your long weekend?
My long weekend was fantastic.
Yes. Fish Friday. What is it called that you did?
Fish Friday is a big, it's a big fish day especially for Catholics. It's a big kind of Catholic thing.
Okay.
I'm not Catholic, but I still had fish on Friday, and it was fantastic.
Why wouldn't you? Good. What'd you have?
I did halibut, and of course we're doing halibut today. That was not just a lead-in. I really did have halibut. It was fantastic. And actually, it was a new kind of recipe that I did that we're going to do here today, and it's going to be fantastic.
Tell me about it. We've got this beautiful piece of halibut sitting right out. So what are we doing with it?
Okay, so we are today going to do some creamed leeks, and we're going to do our halibut, and we're going to roll it in some quinoa flakes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of halibut, and I've been doing a lot of panko. You know, when panko's bad for you, now you read wheat bellies, all of a sudden wheat's terrible. And,
right.
And we're changing, we're trying to be healthier, and we're changing our diet. So quinoa flakes apparently give you the same kind of, awesomeness, but without the wheat.
Mm-hmm.
So we've switched to quinoa flakes. Get some quinoa flakes. We'll talk more about it in a little bit.
Good to know.
We're going to get our leeks going here pretty quick, but we just want to let you know that halibut is a West Coast, sustainable, beautiful fish. It's probably the prize of the West Coast. It's everybody's favorite. It's very mild. If you don't like, if you're not a fish eater, it's a very mild product. And again, it's sustainable, it's ocean-wise, it's the greatest thing in the world. I love halibut, it's my favorite.
Is it really the steak of the sea?
It is the prime rib, and that is one of the big problems. And we're gonna talk about my problem with halibut in just a minute. First, we're gonna work on getting our leeks down so we can get everything cooked up in time.
Let's get started.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So for creaming leeks, and if you've ever had cream leeks before, if you haven't and you do them, it will be the greatest thing in the world. You will love them, I promise. I eat them with breakfast now. They're just fantastic. So leeks, you can get them at any grocery store. It's super easy. We're gonna get some butter in the pan here. We're gonna turn our pan up. Oh, there's up. And we got 3 cups of chopped leeks. Leeks are fantastic. They're very tasty. And we're going to cream them today.
I don't cook often with leeks, but I know people that do, and they are delicious, and they go so well with so many things.
Oh, we've switched to leeks, like instead of chives or green onions or anything like that. Leeks are so flavorful. They're great in mashed potatoes.
Delish.
I like leeks a lot. We really do. So we've got leeks. You want to keep these on like a medium-high heat. My pan's a little bit low right now, but it's going to crank up. And we're just going to sweat these off. And you want to keep stirring them so they don't go brown on you. And while we're waiting on these, we will talk a little bit more about what I don't like about halibut.
Okay.
The only thing I don't like about halibut is the price. When you say it's the prime rib, it's expensive.
Right.
It's an expensive fish. We'll get the elephant out of the room. It's a pricey fish.
Goodbye elephant.
Goodbye elephant. It's sustainable, so it's kind of the cost you pay for sustainability on the West Coast. But there are some less expensive ways to buy halibut. You have 2 options. One, a lot of people will go out there and find cheaper halibut in the marketplace. Box stores especially. You have to be careful. A lot of halibut now is sent to China. It's sent overseas and processed out of Alaska, and they pump it with chemicals. It's called the polytriphosphate. It's not good. It's bad for you, and it retains water weight, so you buy this halibut and it's frozen, and then you thaw it and you cook it and you lose a bunch of water, and a lot of people are allergic to the chemicals, and it's not a pretty thing. The second way that's better, and you can save some money, is to all of May at the Fisherman's Market, we do a whole, pretty much a famous whole halibut sale. We call it famous now. We've done it for about a decade. And if you're in Nelson or the Kootenays, you know about it. We've done it a couple years now in Kelowna and Kamloops, and it is a big deal. Basically, we bring in fish right off the boat. That's a bold claim, but we really do get it right off the fisherman. It comes with a boat name if you'd like that too. You pay for the whole fish, so instead of $20-some odd a pound, you're paying $12.45 a pound. We cut it, we fillet it, we vac seal it, we portion it. We do everything for you so that when your product comes out of your freezer and we vac pack it, it looks just like this piece of fish here. This could have been something right out of one of our packs. I, of course, brought this in fresh today from the Fisherman's Market. Now, you'll notice when you go to your fishmonger, this has the skin on it. So what we are going to do is a quick little skinning demonstration.
Fun.
It's super easy when you're at the shop. So if you're at the market and you want skin off, ask for skin off so you don't have to do it at home yourself. We have these cool flexible blades. They're very, very handy. If you don't have a flexible blade, you can do it, but I'm going to show you. You're just going to get in under the fillet here. Now I'm all nervous cutting on TV.
Right.
And that's it.
We're judging you, Corey.
Everybody's judging the fishmonger, but I can skin halibut pretty good.
Look at that.
And there it is. I just run my blade flat.
Nice.
The skin is now removed, and you've got boneless, skinless, ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna cut this into 2 portions. So my portion size, I like about 1 inch thick. People, I find when they come in, they want it too thick. They want these big, huge, thick things, and they think it's better. These are gonna cook at 3 minutes a side, and it's perfect every time.
Nice.
You don't need them that thick. It's too big. It's too hard to cook.
Yeah.
So right now we're creaming our leeks. We started off with a little bit of a low temperature here. Set me behind, but
that's all right.
basically we're gonna wilt these down, and we're gonna add some white wine. So we need a 1/4 cup of white wine, and we're gonna put that in there, and we're gonna reduce this white wine into leeks. Again, reducing, we got on high heat. We're reducing it so all the liquid's turning to vapor and it's, absorbing into our leeks, which is fantastic. We're gonna salt and pepper this a little bit.
This is gonna start smelling really good.
It's gonna start to smell really good, and you'll notice an awkward smell because I use sake instead of white wine.
Is that awkward?
You know what? I'm just a Michael Smith kind of guy. I used what I had. I didn't have white wine. I had sake, so I would go with it. It's going to be phenomenal. Mm-hmm. We'll call it like an Asian fusion halibut with some sake in there.
That's exactly
right. And we'll go with that.
I like it.
So yeah, again, back to the halibut. You can save a bunch of money. You come on down to the Fisherman's Market at all during May. You sign up for a fish. As soon as the boat lands, we bring that fish in. We fillet it. We cut it for you. Portion it, the whole 9 yards. You end up with phenomenal halibut in your freezer for the next 2-3 months if you want.
So tell me this, if you do want to order a halibut ahead of time, like what are you talking about, a week ahead? Like how early should people plan?
You know what? The whole month. You've got the whole month. We take care of you no matter what when you come in the door. It's best not to come in and expect your halibut to walk out the door with it.
Sure.
Because we're very specific about where we get our halibut. Again, you hear the horror stories. We buy off the best boats on the West Coast. We do it for a reason. And you can save a ton of money. I like to do halibut. If I have special guests coming over, if I've got a birthday or an anniversary, I'm cooking halibut. But I've got a big family. And if I'm feeding my family, I like to do it for, a little bit less. And if I can save some money buying a premium quality product, I'll do it. And we have rave reviews. People come back constantly. They rant and rave about the halibut. And it's good. You're basically, you will pick and choose who your friends are off of this halibut. Because
right?
I swear to God, people will come over and be like, it's Bob and Jill. Yeah, we're not so sure about Bob and Jill. So we're
scallops.
We're going, scallops or maybe some chicken. Chicken's a good one. And then, Jim and Diane, they're our best friends. We're going to get them some halibut. So you will learn a lot. Guys, we've reduced our wine. We now have some heavy cream that we're going in with. It's just a little bit of heavy cream, so it's still reasonably healthy. And again, we're going to reduce this cream into our leeks. It shouldn't take more than a couple minutes. And while this is reducing, we will get into what we're going to do with our halibut.
Let's do that. We're almost down to like the 2-minute mark here.
So we're at the 2-minute mark. So at very least, you're going to get creamed leeks. We might not get the halibut cooked, unfortunately, today.
It's all good.
Sorry, I talked more. Halibut gets me excited.
You have fun stories, Corey. It's good times.
Well, I grew up doing, this is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
I grew up literally, my first job in the fishing industry.
I'll cook this.
Thank you very much. My first job in the fishing industry was unloading truckloads of halibut. I mean containers of halibut. It was the worst job. It was very slimy, but fun.
Right.
So again, we're taking our halibut. We're going to egg wash it. I've got an egg yolked up here. So we've egg washed our halibut. I'm putting it into my quinoa flakes. And I'm just going to roll it in my quinoa flakes. And that is it. It's now ready for the pan. It's pan ready. And it's going to be amazing. And again, it crispens up. You get phenomenal flavor off of it. We salt and pepper it, and it's very, very healthy, which is really good. Again, if you can stay away from the panko and stuff like that, just from what I've been reading up on and kind of, making my family a little healthier and stuff like that. It's a super easy change. So we are going to run out of time. I'm sorry. This is your creamed leeks. It was going to go in this bowl. We were going to pan sear the halibut. It would look phenomenal. We do have one on our website as well, so you can check out our website there. And we've got a cream leek recipe that's really nice.
Fantastic. We can steal another minute if you want, but I know that the halibut's going to take longer.
The halibut, unfortunately, just won't cook in time.
No.
I'm sure somewhere right now there's people yelling at me that I didn't get the halibut done. And what am I going to do? But again, you can check out thefishermansmarket.ca. It's on the screen right now. We have a creamed leek and halibut cheek recipe already done on there by one of our in-house professional chefs.
Delicious.
I'm just the hokey pokey chef. We've got some professionals that do a better job for us. But our leeks are creaming. The leeks probably wouldn't even get done. But nonetheless, it's a phenomenal meal. It's healthy. It's fantastic. More importantly, make sure you ask where your halibut comes from. Come on down to the Fisherman's Market. Come get the good stuff.
Corey, awesome. Another great segment. Finished or not, it's great. People know where they can go to get the recipe.
I just like hanging out.
Hey. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thank you very much.
Information on the screen if you would like to order up some halibut and have over your favorite friends for that. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.